His action style is this wild, beautiful hybrid. On one hand, you get Donnie Yen's heavy MMA-style impact, where you can practically feel the bones breaking through the screen. And on the other hand, you get this exaggerated, like anime-style physical language where characters lie, climb, and defy gravity in ways that feel straight out of a manga. If you hear people talking about censor cuts, it is actually more of a regional reality. I think The Furious is a vicious, raw and aggressive popcorn movie. I'm already hyped for the sequel. What's up guys? Welcome to the show. So I did something a little different this week. I caught a weekday morning screening of the new Hong Kong-backed action flick, The Furious. Honestly, I thought I would have the entire theater to myself. But when I walked in, a third of the seats were already full. And get this, I checked the 7 p.m. showtime for later that night, and it was almost entirely sold out. But here is the real kicker. The crowd wasn't who I expected. Usually, when a Chinese language film drops in the US, the theater is like 100% overseas Chinese. But not this time, it was mostly a mainstream Western crowd. Even the theater chain treated it like a major Hollywood blockbuster. We had a full 20 minutes of trailers before the movie even started. And when the credits rolled, scattered applause. People were into it. So now let's talk pedigree. The movie is financed by Edko Films, executively produced by Hong Kong director Frank Hui, and directed by Japanese action choreographer Kenji Tanigaki. If that name sounds familiar, it is because Tanigaki cut his teeth right here in Hong Kong as part of Donnie Yen's stunt team, before going back to Japan to helm those incredible live actions like the Rurouni Kenshin movies. Because of that background, his action style is this wild, beautiful hybrid. On one hand, you get Donnie Yen's heavy MMA-style impact, where you can practically feel the bones breaking through the screen. And on the other hand, you get this exaggerated, like anime-style physical language where characters lie, climb, and defy gravity in ways that feel straight out of a manga. It is a strange mix, but man, it is incredibly charming too. Look, the plot isn't like reinventing the wheel. Xie Miao plays a father who goes full taken single-parent mode to rescue his kidnapped daughter in Thailand. Along the way, he crosses paths with an Indonesian martial arts expert, played by Joe Taslim, who is looking for his missing girlfriend. They team up and they just start dismantling a human trafficking ring. So we have seen this kind of formula a million times, from SPL Paradox to Tony Jaa's web movies. If you're going to sit there and nitpick about characters surviving, getting hit by cars or taking a hammer to the ribs, you're missing the point. You don't watch this for the logic. You watch it to see if the action delivers. And boy, does it deliver. It is literally non-stop from start to finish. There is this one enforcer character played by Brian Lee who looks like a classic, bulky manga villain. He is huge, but he moves layout fast, and Lee pairs his cartoonish speed with ultra-realistic graphic blood spatters. It creates this bizarre aesthetic where the choreography feels like a comic book, but the deaths feel brutally real. So the absolute biggest revelation here is Xie Miao. A lot of us probably still remember him as that legendary 90s child star, but this guy is now 42. In the action world, he is basically entering his prime as the backbone of the mid-career generation. If you haven't seen his recent web movies like Eye for an Eye or Northeast Cop Story, you are seriously sleeping on him. His agility here is insane, and you can see shades of Jet Li in his stances, but he's totally found his own way. Then you've got Joe Taslim, who we all know from The Raid and Mortal Kombat. So we all know he's here to anchor the international appeal. While his martial arts toolkit might not be as varied as Xie Miao's, his final showdown with Yayan Ruhan, who shows up wearing Bruce Lee's iconic red tracksuit from his American TV days, is pure gold. I would say, if I have to nitpick, the film is missing that one legendary, iconic money shot that you'll remember 10 years from now. Like the best moment in Kenshin or the Twilight City walk-in Like even the heavily hyped five-way brawl is great on a technical level, but lacks that sudden stroke of genius. Also, a quick note on the versions. If you hear people talking about censor cuts, it is actually more of a regional re-edit. The Mainland and Hong Kong version tones down some of the graphic violence against kids, but adds a post-credit scene teasing a sequel, while the international version leaves in the brutal mansion massacre and gives Joe Taslim a bit more screen time. So overall speaking, I think The Furious is a vicious, raw and aggressive popcorn movie. I'm already hyped for the sequel. If they are looking for a new partner for Xie Miao the next time, I think Ashton Chan would be the perfect match. You know, the child action actor who also had his time in the 90s. And oh hey, if they want to go completely off the rails, maybe you can throw Donnie into the mix. Imagine Xie Miao and Donnie tearing through bad guys together. Now that is a movie I'll pay to see twice. So that's all for the review for The Furious. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So if you like the review, please like and share this video and also subscribe to my channel. Until then, see you next time.